Welcome to class number 48, EM Engineering Mechanics, class 48, part 2, lecture 7. Usual question. I told you last time, today I am doing a critical question where three unknown forces are there. Even yesterday also, not yesterday, previous class also three unknown forces, but there it was either horizontal or vertical, but this time they are all inclined. So this is a master question. Okay. For the given force system, find the value of P1, P2 and P3 for equilibrium. Write the sketch. Now, the sketch I am removing now. Write the sketch. Some statement you have to write. Usual statement. Given force system is a coplanar force system in general. Randomly forces given. So, three basic conditions of static equilibrium: sigma fx0, sigma fy0 and sigma m0 about any point. Three unknowns are there. Yes, therefore we can solve. So we will solve. Now, before you start solving, one by one note right here. See, 60 Newton direct force. Direct, no resolution required. Any other force is there direct? Yes, one more. See, one more force is there here. I forgot to give one force of 50 Newton here in the question. This also direct. As usual, see, this is YY. Next time I won't write, understood, XX. Start, first one by one. There is a force of 80 Newton here. See, 80 Newton force. Passing to this point. Name not required. They are told 60 degree with YY. So I told consider with the XX 30 degrees equal to X component this way, Y component this way. This is 80 cos 30. This is 80 sin 30. 80 sin 30 surely 40 Newton. 80 cos 30 is 69.282 Newton. 69.282 Newton. Therefore, later, this contact point, I am not given distance actually, I will give you the question. In the question given, forgot to give, 160 millimeter. Okay. It is given in the question. So, and here also, this distance given, I forgot to give there, 200 millimeter. Question, actually by seeing question, see now. Therefore, from this point, you come down by 160 millimeter, come down by 160, there, right, consider left side force of 69.282 and downward force of 40 Newton. Okay, this is also over 80 Newton. Then P1, P2, P3 all are inclined forces. Therefore, consider one by one force. So consider this point. Name I will put later. Later I will put A, B, C, D. In the question you know A, B, C, D. See, through this point. P1 force is acting this way. This is P1. 1 minute. No? Let me check the camera once. Should not go the upper side. No. Okay, no problem. P1. In the question they told 50 degree with XX. Okay, thank you. 50 XX. So this will be equal to right component of P1 cos 50 and up component of P1 sin 50. That's why, see later, this contact point I marked, it's a red color because it's unknown. A right force of P1 cos 50, upward force of P1 sin 50. So P1 also over. Same way, consider P2. This contact point, P2. It is acting here, P2. They told 30 degree with what? With YY direction. So with XX, it is making 60 degrees equal to right component of P2 cos 60 and vertically downward component of P2 sin 60. That's why, see here, P2 cos 60, P2 sin 60 through this point. Okay, this is also over. I want space, that's why I am rubbing. Consider P3. See, this contact point. P3 is coming here. Scale not required, P3. They told with the XX, it is making angle of 20 degrees. Okay, thank you. Equal to, see, this contact point, one right component, see, this way, right component of P3 cos 20 and one upward component of P3 sin 20. See, if you write this way only, resultant will come this way. Therefore, later, see, P3 cos 20, P3 sin 20 to this point. This is also over. Next, there are some couples given here. Okay, but be careful, make a note. We will solve the question, we will solve the question in newtons and millimeter. Why? Because forces are given in newtons, all distances are given in millimeter. But the two couples, those two couples are given in Newton meter. So you have to convert it into, Newton millimeter. If you forget this one, complete gone case. Therefore, that clockwise couple of were not required. 0.8 Newton meter is equal to clockwise couple of 0.8. Newton will remain Newton only. Meter becomes millimeter. So into 1000 or equal to 800 Newton millimeter. So that's why I wrote 800 Newton millimeter. Now, this you only do it. Somewhere you write that much work you do it. Anti-clockwise couple of 1.2 Newton meter is 1200 Newton millimeter. Okay, make entry. Now we are, everything is ready. See, now I entered everything here. I check it. P1 cos 50, P1 sin 50, 60, P2 cos 60, P2 sin 60, 50, P3 sin 20, P3 cos 20, 69, and this one 550, 200, 250, full height is 400 millimeter. Oh, I forgot to give the question. See, in the question I forgot to give. Remember, the full height is 400 millimeter. Forgot to give, right? But enter it here. I should give it. Actually, I entered there. Then I wrote the question. Okay, forgot to give. This is 400 millimeter. And this point, contact point, 160 millimeter. Yes, everything clear. We will name A, B, C, D. Now this is ready for solution. I will solve. I will do one thing to save the time. I will first write and then explain, because to save the time. Otherwise, it will, or I will do one thing. I will write. Then I will simplify myself only. Okay. 50 Newton. Okay, I will write in front of you only. Before that, let me verify the camera problem. Sometimes, suddenly due to software problem, camera vanishes. Okay, nothing to worry. Okay, start. Systematically start. Okay, I write in front of you only. Cos P2 cos 60, come this side. Space problem. You tell it P2 cos 60. Okay, first, sigma fx equal to 0, take right side positive. Start. Plus P1 cos 50 plus P1 cos 50 plus P2 cos 60 plus P3 all the right side plus, so likely that one of them will come negative, plus P3 cos 20 minus 69.282, then plus 50 equal to 0. Now, this will be your equation number 1. I will simplify here little later and write equation number 1. Little later, because I want time. 1 minute, no. This is equation number 1. I will write it later. Okay, now, because time problem. Sigma Fy equal to 0, upward positive. Plus P1 sin 50 plus P1 sin 50 minus P2 sin 60 plus P3 sin 20 plus P3 sin 20 minus 40 equal to 0. Anything else? Nothing. Therefore, you simplify it later because I require a sin 50 cos 50. This time I cannot maintain sin 50 as sin 50 only. I will tell the reason later. Equation number 2. Okay. Now, lastly, sigma m, you write here, first you write sigma m about any point equal to 0, any point of your choice, whichever point you want, there is no restriction, take any point. I will take the point A as usual, sigma m A. So write here, any point, usually we take this point. I will tell you afterwards. Okay, right there, let us consider algebraic sum of moment about the point A equal to 0. So, any point sigma m about A equal to 0, clockwise positive. You get, see here, moment about A. P1 cos 50 into 400, clockwise, plus P1 cos 50 into is black, into 400. P1 sin 50 into 0, I should not write, okay, I write for you, plus P1 sin 50 into 0, only for you I am writing. These are over. P2, P1 over P2. P2 cos 60 also into 400, plus P2 cos 60 also into 400. But remember, and P2 sin 60 into 550 plus P2 sin 50 into, not 50, 60, see, one small mistake. Okay, P2 sin 60 into 550. Suppose I have not observed, full wrong. Okay, that also I will check once again later. Then P3 cos 20 into 0. Y means no one should ask. P3 cos 20 into 0, P3 sin 20 into 200, P3 sin 20, this question thoroughly practiced into 200, anti-clockwise minus. Next, 69.282 into, this is 400, this is 160, from A, this distance is 240. 400 minus 160, anti-clockwise. And 40 into 0, plus 40 into 0. Only for you I am writing. Then 50 also into 0, plus 50 also into 0. These are all moment of the forces. Two couples are there, no distance, simply plus 800 minus 1200. Right here, plus 800 minus 1200. No into equal to 0. When you simplify, this will give equation number 3. That's all. When you solve that one, 3 unknown, 3 equation, you get the answer. Now I will calculate and enter the value. Simplifying, I will do myself because I should be very, very careful. Okay. You also try later. So I will write and then explain. Okay, I simplified already. See, cos 50 is this one. You can, this is actually mathematical. You can see equation 1, equation 2, in equation 3. See, cos 50 into 400 is P1 coefficient, cos 60 into 400 and sin 60 into 550 is P2 coefficient. Sin 20 into 200 is P3 coefficient. When you calculate, positive will come, take other side, it will become negative. Okay, now, I have done all the calculation. Make a note. I have not checked it. Little carefully I have done. So therefore, in case any mistake is there in calculation, by chance, don't make issue, you correct it. But when I write the notes, because today I am entering same question in the notes. When I enter in the notes, I will be very careful because one reference is there, class reference is there. And when I write the notes, what I do is, I don't see class calculation. I will write in a table, I will calculate and write. Then I will compare with the class. If correct, okay. If wrong, maybe it is wrong in the class. Notes, it will be corrected. Suppose while preparing notes, calculation mistake, and class is correct, I will check once again. Therefore, remember, in future also, when the answer is not continued forward, if there is any calculation mistake, don't make issue. I first thought of checking once again. Then I thought, why? You should do it. Those who are learning should do some contribution. Therefore, I wrote solving 1, 2, 3 using calculator directly, you get P1, P2, P3. Now you can tell one thing here. Therefore, if you want. So, but anyway, right here, as per the question, value of P1, P2, P3 are this way. So, P1 is correct. How they are given? See, they are given P1. I'll write somewhere here. Okay, I'll write somewhere here. In the question, see, in the question, they told P1 is like this. Correct. P1 is how much? 11 point, no plus sign now, 11.426. In the question, P2, they are given like this. But negative came. So, it is not that way. It is this way, P2 equal, now no minus sign, 25.672 Newton. If the answer is correct. In the question P3, they gave this way, P3. Yes, it is correct. Plus came 26.363. Anyway, subject to verification. In future, when the answer is not carried forward, see, like in some questions, when you get some answer like SFDBMD, support reactions, it is continued forward. Then if it is mistake, I can make out, because if there is a mistake in reactions, when you go for SFDBMD, problem will come. I will realize at that time. Or moment distribution, slope reflection method, all in such analysis. If fixed end moments are wrong, full problem is wrong then. Or there, if any one factor is wrong, it will affect the question. So, if the answer is not affecting the question, your contribution, when you study, you check it once again. And in the comment box, don't write wrong values. You tell, okay, he is at least doing all this he is doing for us. If calculation mistake is there, we should correct it. If concept mistake is there, then you tell, okay, now why I am not continuing, why I am not checking, because I got two very powerful questions now. That is the concluding part of this coplanar force system. Very, very powerful concept. I will tell 99% people are not knowing it. Okay, I will write the questions here, solve, and then explain. Okay, now get ready for two powerful concept-based questions. I told some concepts which will be covered here, more than 99%. I am sure, no, people are not knowing. So at least you should know it. See, question is, for given force system shown in figure 1 and figure 2, common question, find the value of P1, P2 and P3 for equilibrium. Same question we solved earlier. P1, P2, P3, earlier also is solved. Three forces. See, what I had done earlier? One, I have shown either two of them horizontal, one vertical, or two of them vertical, one horizontal. Anything will do. Okay, here. This is figure 1, that is question 1 for us. I told figure 1 is question 1 and figure 2 is question 2. Okay, questions given here. Now, I won't rewrite the question. Unknowns I have shown by red color deliberately to save time. Start. Correctly solve. First make a note. See here, P1 unknown, P2 unknown, P3 unknown. P1 unknown, P2 unknown, P3 unknown. Here, P3 is horizontal, P1, P2 here horizontal and vertical. Here also horizontal, vertical. Here P3 is horizontal, here P3 is vertical. Or here 2 unknown vertical and 1 unknown horizontal. Here 1 unknown horizontal, 2 unknown vertical. Earlier also you solved it. Maybe I don't know whether I took 2 unknown horizontal, 1 unknown vertical. You have to check the question. Both are okay. First, for both the question, write a common statement. I am looking at you and telling, both are coplanar force system. Yes, okay. Both are coplanar force system. I cannot control laughter because reason you will be knowing later. Both are coplanar force system. Someone will ask you, this already over, why you are wasting time? Wait 1 minute. See whether I am wasting my time or giving you more and more powerful knowledge. Okay, right, straight. Now I won't laugh. Both are coplanar force system. 3 equilibrium conditions. Sigma fx0, I am not showing x and y now. You know it. Sigma fy0 and algebraic sum of moment about any point equal to 0. If you change the point, nothing will happen. Answer will come same. My guarantee. I told it is my guarantee. Okay. Now, these 2 questions will once again appear in my class little later. I will tell you afterwards when. Start. Solve the first question. Happily solve. Sigma fx0, right side positive, plus P1 plus P3 minus 30 minus 75 equal to 0. P1 plus P3 equal to 105 positive. Equation number 1. Sigma fy0 plus P2, these are not there, minus 18 equal to 0. P2 equal to plus 18 kilonewton. Sigma m, about any point you take, both the question, I will take about the point A. I will take about point A. See, nobody can question me why you took A. It is my will and wish. I can take moment about any point. If you prove by taking moment about some other point, if equilibrium is not maintained, I will stop my teaching. Okay. I will take A, deliberately A. See, there is no restriction, basic condition. Algebraic sum of moment of the given force system about any point. Our class we will take A. Further discussion we will make later. Take moment about A. Clockwise positive. P1 into 3. Clockwise. You should write if you want. P1 into 3. P2 into 0. P3 also into 0. When you take moment about A, P2 passes through A. P3 passes through A. Okay. Then plus 18 into 4. Clockwise. Minus 75 into 1.6. Why 1.6? Common sense. Equal to 0. 30 into 0. You will get, see, P1 unknown, P1 equal to 16 kilonewton will come. Simplify these two, calculate P1. You already got P2 18, P1 16. See, we got equation P1 plus P3 is 105. Substituting this P1 value of 16, substituting P1 equal to how much? Plus 16 in equation 1, what you get? 16 plus P3 equal to 105, P3 equal to 105 minus 16, it will come plus 89 kilonewton. Therefore, for all are positive means everything is correct direction. For equilibrium of this force system, if they are applying 3 forces like this, 3 unknown forces like this, then this force should be 16 kilonewton. This force should be 18 kilonewton. This P3 should be 89 kilonewton. Question 1, happily solved. Happily solved. Go to question 2. Same as last question. 3 equation, 3 unknowns. Okay, take sigma fx0, but it will change because here see, P3 is horizontal, P3 is vertical. There is no rule that P3 should be vertical or horizontal. It is person who give the question, it is his choice. Okay, solve now. Sigma fx equal to 0 plus P1 minus, see, last time P1 plus P3, now P3 is vertical. So these are different questions because even though loading etc. same, direction of unknowns are different. So value will change. Plus P1 minus 30 minus 75 equal to 0. P1 will come 105 kilonewton over. Sigma Fy equal to 0. Plus P2 plus P3 minus 18 equal to 0. You will get P2 plus P3 equal to 18. Equation number 2. Sigma m about A only 0. I will take A. If I take moment about A, P1 into 3 clockwise, P2 into 0 and P3 because P2 and P3 last time also P3, see last time P3 is like this, now this way, but both time it is passing through A. So P2 into 0, P3 into 0, I am not writing it. So plus P1 into 3 plus 18 into 4 minus 75 into 1.6 equal to 0. See last time what happened? It came P1 into 3 etc. It came, we got the value of P1. Now P1 comes to 16 kilonewton. Last time also P1 came, where is P1? 16 kilonewton only. Now, that's all. P1 16. Earlier you got P1 105. Now P1 is coming 16. What is this nonsense? What is this nonsense? What is this nonsense? What is happening? How to solve now? P1 okay, P2, P3, two unknowns are there, all equations over. How to solve? And what is this first of all nonsense? One condition is telling P1 equal to 105, another condition is telling P1 equal to 16. You cannot be in two places at a single time. For an unknown, there is only one unique value. What is wrong here? What is this? This is okay, happy. What is happening here? What is happening here? That is what I am asking you. You think and tell the answer. Very, very powerful concept is there. See, deliberately I am showing confusion. That people who come to my class, if it is an offline class, when I tell this way, people will tell, sir is playing with us. Yes, I am playing only. Deliberately I am showing confusion. For me, there is no confusion. If 1 micromillimeter confusion is there, I will not take the class. What is happening here? That's why I could not prevent laughing when I looked here for the fourth system. I told 18, 30, 75. I checked something. Yes, I got it. Answer is so simple. But I am not telling the answer because this will go to brain teaser. Brain teaser question I am uploading. If you remember, already 3 classes I uploaded for brain teaser. First one, Weir-Igno's theorem. Nobody answered it. Second one, that is uniformly varying load. Where is that meter? Third concept, sigma m0 2 times. People are not responding. You should respond. Learn. See, my age, I should be passive actually. I should teach this way. See now, if you take moment about A, do I talk that way? Do I talk that way? I will tell, take moment about A. See, the way I am active, people are not showing that much interest. Now, I am not explaining. In the notes also I will write. This I will write happy case. What is this nonsense I will write? And then I will tell in the notes. This will be explained in the brain teaser class. First I will ask the question. What is the problem here? Why there is no problem here? Why there is problem here? I will ask the question. Of course, some people are knowing the answer. But if they know the answer, they do not know why. They will tell us. See, I will tell, sir, in a coplanar force system, they will tell, yes, correct, I will agree. But I will ask them, But why? Sir, why we don't know, sir. Someone told me. Oh, why you don't know? Someone told you. It is not. Now I am telling you, but not now. I will upload the class first, that brain teaser, then I will answer. Okay, think a little. So title will today will be, some title I will put here. Some confusing question. I don't know what I will put now. I will type the heading, title for that one. But I will upload the class now. Thank you. Now, co-planar force system is over. I am going to parallel force system. Then I go for so many other aspects are there. Thank you.